Member Jungkook's new album Golden has reached number 2 on the Billboard 200 list, recording the highest ever weekly sales by a K-pop solo singer.
그룹 방탄소년단 정국의 새 앨범 골든이 빌보드 앨범 차트 2위에 오르면서 K-pop 솔로 가수로서는 역대 최고 주간 판매량 기록을 세웠습니다. 네, 그리고 이 앨범 안에 들어있는 곡이죠. 싱글 Standing Next to You는 또 이제 빌보드 글로벌 200에서 1위 자리를 또 차지했었다고 합니다.
Yeah.
네.
Do you know why it's called Golden?
No. Enlighten me.
Okay, so the album is apparently about Jungkook's evolution from the team's Golden 막내. That was his nickname.
I see.
Or that is his nickname. So he's Golden 막내 kind of means he's the youngest member who's good at whatever he puts his hands on.
So he's golden.
Yeah, so he's golden. So it's kind of his evolution from the Golden 막내 to a global pop star.
Wow.
So it's about what he's doing right now. Yeah. So that's how the name Golden came out. And it was number 2. You might be wondering, so what was the number 1 album? It was Taylor Swift's 1989 that was in number 1. And it sold 212,000 equivalent album units. And it was the highest ever weekly sales by a K-pop solo singer. And the single, as you mentioned, Standing Next to You that we just heard, it debuted at number 5 on Billboard's Hot 100 Singles chart, which ranks the most popular songs of the week in the U.S. And it was Jungkook's third Hot 100 top 10.
와우. 차트에 이제 워낙 자주
And it makes a
들어가다
very
보니까
common appearance. Yeah.
네. 어떻게 보면은 참 너무나 좋은 성적인데 또 약간 놀랍지 않은 거. 네. 역시
We've been hearing
역시
so much, right?
이런
so it's
느낌.
like
네.
we hear of BTS and then we hear of the individual members all
Right.
setting some sort of record on Billboard charts. So they're going on uncharted territory.
Yeah.
I think in terms of the U.S. music charts. So.
All right, let's talk a little bit more about the Billboard 200 then.
Yeah, so the Billboard 200 is a ranking of the the albums. It's an albums chart, and it's they rank the equivalent album units. So they look at physical and digital album sales as well as stream counts. And in terms of the pure physical album sale for the album Golden, they said it was 164,800. So it was the week's biggest seller.
여기서 빌보드 200는 모든 장르의 앨범과 EP 판매량 그리고 스트리밍을 총 집계하는 차트이군요. 네, 그래서 빌보드의 메인 앨범 차트라고 보면 되겠습니다.
Yeah.
자, 그 다음에는 이제 solo singer라는 표현이 있어요. We could say solo artist as well.
Right.
What does solo mean?
Solo, is basically, it means it's done by one person alone, so unaccompanied. So we use this because he's a member of the group
Right.
BTS.
But the thing is, this is not to be confused with someone who is single.
That's right.
A solo something is a performer normally,
Yes.
isn't it?
Right. So you're right. In Korea we say, 난 솔로야. That means we're single. We're not attached to anyone right now. But in terms of a solo musician or a solo artist, which is what Jungkook is, he's working right now. This album was released with him as a solo artist instead of as the group BTS.
That's right. 자, 여러분이 만약에 연인이 없어서 혼자다라는 말을 하고 싶을 때는요. 알맞은 표현은 싱글입니다. 솔로는 독주를 한다. 연주나 공연을 혼자 한다라는 뜻이 있어서 사실 우리말로 나 요즘에 만나는 사람도 없고 솔로야 라고 하는 건 콩글리시예요. 우리나라에서는 상관이 없겠지만 이걸 영어로 바꿀 때는 I'm single 이라고 하셔야 말이 되고 내가 아티스트다. 내가 싱어다. 내가 뭐 공연을 하는 사람인데 독주를 한다. 그럴 때는 I have a solo performance, I'm a solo artist 이런 식으로 solo를 쓰시면 되겠습니다.
Yep.
And what's your example?
So my example has to do with music. His second solo album was released this year.
네, 솔로 아티스트로 발매하는 앨범으로서는 올해 두 번째다. 그런 예문이네요. 우리 작가님이 I am Han Solo.
Yeah. Well, you could say, we usually say I'm single, but you could
요거는
say,
이름이잖아요.
yeah, that's from Star Wars. But you could also say, oh, I'm flying solo. I guess you kind of say that.
될 수 있죠. 그렇게 할 수 있어요. 네. 그러니까 solo는 보통 뭔가를 꾸며줘요. I'm flying solo
Right.
그러면은
Or
나
I'm
혼자.
going solo. Yeah.
I'm going solo도
Yeah.
괜찮겠네요. 근데
Yeah.
I am solo는
No.
안 돼요.
No.
네. 그렇습니다. 자, 다시 한번 읽어볼게요. BTS member Jungkook's new album Golden has reached number 2 on the Billboard 200 list, recording the highest ever weekly sales by a K-pop solo singer.